So Iron Michael Chandler claims that he would beat Charles Oliveira 9 times out of 10. If they fight 10 times, Chandler would win 9 fights. Which is funny because they already fought twice. So wouldn't that mean that you would win if you guys fight 8 more times, you win 8 out of 10? I don't know, Chandler. Your math ain't mathing. Your math seems off, bro. But basically, he says, in quotes, I believe I beat Charles Oliveira 9 times out of 10. Obviously, I've lost twice to him. I'm trying to do that Chandler voice. 2 out of 2. I have a 100% loss rate to Charles Oliveira, so I understand why people might tisk at that, roll their eyes at that. Yeah, no shit, because you lost to him twice, buddy. No one's gonna look at that statement and take you seriously. To maybe say this after the first fight where, you were beating Oliveira, you were in control of the fight, you destroyed him in the first round up until he was able to come back in round 2 and knock you out. After that first fight, I could understand you saying that because you did look like the better fighter. You just got caught. But you've had literally 2 chances to beat him. And in that last fight, you showed absolutely nothing. You showed absolutely nothing that can really support that claim that you would beat Oliveira almost every other time you guys fight. Because you got dominated literally everywhere the fight went. You got spanked. Apart from the fifth round, what did you do? What did you do that was impressive? You got beaten the striking. You got dominated in the grappling. You got toyed with in the grappling. And you got controlled literally every single round of the fight. Whenever Charles Oliveira wanted to take you down, he took you down. And you weren't able to get out of these bad positions he was putting you in. He was able to take you there and keep you in those positions and hold you down. And when you guys were on the feet, he was piecing you up. He was chopping down your legs. He was backing you against the cage. He had you literally running for dear life, trying to not get knocked out against the cage again. So it's funny for him to say that. And honestly, I mean, can he beat Charles Oliveira if they fight 8 more times? Honestly, they can fight as many times as Chandler wants. I don't think the outcome's ever really going to be any different. I mean, there can always be one night where Chandler like catches him because in both fights he did have Oliveira in trouble on 2 occasions, but 2 times he showed that he wasn't able to finish the job even when hurting him. And when Oliveira hurt him in that first fight, he showed he was able to finish him. And Oliveira in that second fight showed so much evolution and improvement from fight one. In the second fight, he looked like the better fighter. And he looked better everywhere the fight went. He's a younger fighter, and he's making more strides and improvements in his game. Like, he's clearly evolving more. Michael Chandler's almost 40. He's not evolving in his style. He's not changing anything. And in his last fight, he looked worse. He looked worse than ever. He looked washed up. Part of it could definitely attribute to the ring rust. I could get that part. Him not having fought in 2 years, but him being older. But now that you're reaching 40 and Oliveira, his best days aren't behind him yet, yeah, I don't really see a world where Michael Chandler ever wins that fight. Maybe if Michael Chandler was like 4 or 5 years younger, I can maybe see him beating Oliveira. Maybe if this was Oliveira before he went blonde, yeah, maybe he would beat that version of Oliveira. But that Oliveira who got knocked out by Paul Felder, that Oliveira is gone, bro. He's no longer in existence. This Oliveira is a new man, and he's just looking better and better every single fight. Like outside those losses to Makhachev and Sarukian, Oliveira had just looked unstoppable. And Chandler has proven that he cannot beat elite level fighters in the UFC. Every time he's given these guys, these top level dudes, these championship caliber fighters like Justin Gaethje, former interim champion, Dustin Poirier, former interim champion, Oliveira, former undisputed champion, he fumbles every single time. He's shown he's not capable of beating a top UFC fighter. So you give him a third chance against Oliveira. What's going to be different? You tried to fight tactical in the rematch, and you absolutely sucked at fighting tactical. You were still getting picked apart, and your only chance was getting wild with Oliveira, and you didn't start fighting wild till the last round. And I mean, his cope over this entire fight is just ridiculous. Like, oh well, I was just waiting for Oliveira to gas out. I let him grapple fuck me for 4 rounds so that he could get tired and I could finish him in the fifth. That's honestly cap. That was not the game plan this whole time. I know Michael Chandler did not intend for the fight to go that way. Because who goes into a fight saying, I want to get taken down and controlled every single round until my opponent gasses, and then I have 5 minutes left to finish them? Like who goes in the fight with that kind of approach? Because you're not guaranteed to get a finish in the last round. If you're down four, it puts you in a position of desperation where you got to get a finish or you're done. Wouldn't you want to be in a position where you don't need a finish to win? Would you not rather bag at least 3 rounds or 2 rounds and try to secure the last round? Like, I don't know, man. Chandler's just talking out his ass, but yeah, I can't get behind this statement. It's very cringe. Um, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing, And I mean, again, apart from the fifth round, he showed nothing, and he cheated throughout the whole fight. Was fence grabbing, blatantly landing shots to the back of the head, eye poking Oliveira, and he's just making it worse by like literally defending himself for cheating and like denying it, essentially saying, oh, I didn't cheat, I didn't hit the back of the gloves, I or the back of the head, I landed at a 40-degree angle, so it wasn't the back of the head. Like, he was trying to give this super complex breakdown of it, and it's like, no, bro, we all saw the footage, we saw what you did, you hit him to the back of the head. So yeah, whatever, let me know what you guys think in the comments.